What we're seeing now is a very clear picture of the monetary reform and where it's at. Its process may have been slow, but it is successful. The evidence shows the citizens are not going to fail, and they are very eager to do this monetary reform as Sudani and Alak have explained it to them. This year they were receiving the monetary reform education. There is still more education that will be coming, i.e. the pictures, the electronic boards. Most notably Trump and Macron. Neko van Barzani meets world leaders in Paris. Quote, in response to an official invitation from French President Emmanuel Macron, Neko van Barzani, president of the Kurdistan region, participated, along with a number of world leaders and presidents, in the reopening ceremony of the historic Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. TV talking about old and new currency, how they will coexist. Mr. Sami said, remember, they want all done by the 10th. Frank, I told you so. Lol, Sudani is in control of the new exchange rate. Iraq participates in a ministerial meeting of the Gas Exporting Countries Forum. Why is this important? They are now joining countries that exports gas. This is a whole new market that has the potential to be as big as their oil industry. This helps them increase the value of their currency. The monetary reform is an agreement. It is comprised of many different parts. The best part I can give you as an example would be Article 140. Article 140 is the agreement for the HCL to be given to the citizens through the budget. Nothing is stopping it. I know the HCL is agreed upon. I know Article 140 has taken care of it. Iraq is in a fragile status. Anytime there is a concern about external forces upsetting Iraq's progress, we feel obligated to inform IQD investors. The situation in Syria is more urgent than most of us realize. Video quote, the takeover of Aleppo by an Islamist rebel group, the US has designated as a terrorist group, has alarmed residents and officials in neighboring Iraq. Residents in Mosul are particularly concerned, as it shares a large border with Syria. Mosul was overrun and ruled by Islamic State militants from 2014 to 2017. Residents in Mosul are concerned the fighting in Syria might embolden rebel sympathizers in Iraq. From insider news and other sources in Iraq, I have more confirmations that they are trying to having it done by December 10th and Victory Day. It made me feel really good to hear this from another source or two. TV showing guy talking, saying the approved amendment to the budget will allow the citizen to receive their payments. Frank, there it is. That budget is the key. That budget has the exchange rate. Charitable remainder unit trust. If you prepare a CRUT right now, you can place the amount of dinar you hold on the Schedule A, then you have it notarized. Now you wait until the RV so you will know what the currency conversion is, and fill in the amount you want to receive from the trust monthly, biannually, or annually, and go online and register the trust and receive a registration tax number, and go to the bank and open an account in the name of the trust. Then you make your exchange and have the money deposited into that account. By doing this, you will pay a maximum of 10% tax guaranteed. That 10% can also be paid as much as 20 years out. At the end of the trust period, I've written about 300 of them. There are 2 million in force right now in America. The tax code is for everyone if you chose to learn and use it. Banks are the most traded sector in the Iraqi market in terms of value. Quote, the Securities Commission announced today, Wednesday, that the banking sector was the most traded on the Iraq Stock Exchange in terms of value for the third quarter of 2024. Deadly Dutch disease. It's when countries are reliant solely on natural resources. When commodity prices drop, their budgets get affected. It's very painful. It's bad because it devalues their currency because they don't have the ability to buy and pay for things and pay back debt. But if you have non-oil revenues, tourism, development, road project, ports, taxes and tariffs, you can win. they used Saudi Arabia as an example because they were successful using non-oil revenue streams. That's what Iraq is poised to do, and it's an awesome thing to see. The Director General of the General Company for Iraqi Ports, Farhan Al-Fatasi, confirmed today, Monday, that the road project linking the port of Al-Faw and Qasr will be completed before its time. Al-Fatasi told the official newspaper, "The road linking the port of Al-Faw and Qasr is close to completion and the pace of work is constantly increasing." He pointed out that a plan has been put in place to complete the project before its scheduled date in the coming days. The Director General of the General Company for Iraqi Ports, Farhan Al-Fatasi, confirmed today, Monday, that the road project linking the port of Al-Faw and Qasr will be completed before its time. Al-Fatasi told the official newspaper, "The road linking the port of Al-Faw and Qasr is close to completion and the pace of work is constantly increasing." He pointed out that a plan has been put in place to complete the project before its scheduled date in the coming days. The World Gold Council announced on Monday that Iraq has risen to third place in the Arab world after Saudi Arabia and Algeria, and 28th globally on the list of the 100 largest countries in terms of gold reserves, after Lebanon was removed from the classification. According to the latest report published by the Council in December 2024, which Shafaq news agency reviewed, Iraq's gold holdings rose to 152.7 tons, up from 152.5 tons last month. These holdings constitute 11.5% of its total other reserves, ranking it third in the Arab world. The Council pointed out that the United States of America continues to top the list of the largest gold holdings in the world, with 8,133.5 tons, followed by Germany with 3,351.5 tons, then Italy with 2,814 tons. Bosnia and Herzegovina came at the bottom of the list with 1.5 tons. The Council did not mention the reason for Lebanon's exit from the list, after it had been ranked third in the Arab world, as its reserves in the previous month amounted to 286.8 tons. The World Gold Council is based in the United Kingdom, and has extensive experience in understanding the factors affecting the gold market. The Council includes the largest gold mining companies in the world. The President of the Kurdistan region, Nekervan Barzani, met with leaders and heads of state on the sidelines of participating in the reopening ceremony of Notre Dame Cathedral in the French capital, Paris. According to the photos published by the presidency of the region, the most prominent leaders and chiefs that President Nekervan Barzani met with are French President Emmanuel Macron, US President-elect Donald Trump, and American billionaire and businessman Elon Musk. An official reception ceremony was held in Paris for President Nekervan Barzani, via an official procession carrying the flag and name of Kurdistan. In response to an official invitation from French President Emmanuel Macron, Nekervan Barzani, President of the Kurdistan region, participated yesterday evening, Saturday, along with a number of world leaders and presidents, in the reopening ceremony of the historic Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris.